don't think I want to. Okay, we're live. We're live. You have got to be careful to what you open yourself up to. I've been going through the comment sections, looking at some of the comments. Thank you for your comments. And just because we speak about something, I saw this comment, Gina. You need to quit speaking about the darkness. You're feeding it. Do I look like somebody who would feed the darkness? No, my mind is not on a negative nature like that. I wouldn't even be me if that was who I am, and my life would be in complete shambles if I fed the darkness, because the darkness has all that is opposite to the light. Okay, the darkness is not grounded in love. The darkness doesn't care about anything but itself. Okay, we've got to be very careful to what we open ourselves up to. There's a lot of people who inadvertently open themselves up to the darkness, thinking, oh, well, it makes me feel good. It must be the light. That's not so. That is not so. Um, there's lots of things in this life that can make people feel good on a momentary basis, but that quickly fades. It doesn't bring lasting happiness. It does not. You may think, but I feel so happy doing this. I've been there, done that. Like, no, it's not. It's not lasting happiness. The happiness that you seek is coming from within your being, and the darkness can mimic the light. It sure can, but it can set you on a path of destruction while doing so. You've got to be very careful what you open yourself up to. This is not child's play. It's not a game. It's a battle for the souls. It truly is your soul, because your soul, when this body on earth is done, your soul is not going to be no more. Is the comment section open on here? I can't tell. Let me see right here because I'm on my laptop now. Okay, I got it open. Yeah, you do not want to. This is not a game, and we're living in times where you're going to see a lot more of this. People can be led down the wrong path. You can be led astray. You can, but you may not notice it. You may not. You may not know that you're even be led astray because you may be repeating the same patterns over and over. If it feels good, do it. It's like Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night. Sing and dance and do what makes you happy. Well, Gina, you like to sing, you like to dance. I do. It does make me happy, but it's not fleeting. It's within me at all times. Just because I don't sing and dance continually doesn't mean that that happiness, that peace within me is not there. Hello, Eileen girl. Yeah, be careful what you open yourself up to, because you could be opening yourself up to a big Pandora's box. And we're living in the day and age when that Pandora's box is being opened, and it's got a lot in it. A lot of things that you probably did not sign up for when you came to this earth. If you want to look at it that way, you did not sign up for the Pandora's box at all, and you don't want that Pandora's box. I think I might need to stand up. I don't like to really sit down when I talk. Oh, look, this is my little baby Rosie sitting up here trying to rest. Rosie, honey, it's okay. Let me use your little spot for a moment, Rosie, if I can. No, I can't even get it right there. It's okay. I guess I'm just going to sit and hold it. Ginny, you need to hold the line. I'm trying to, Rosie, honey, I'm trying to find a spot to put this and look at her looking. Rosie, what you're trying to think, what are you doing? I'm trying to sit here and rest. I know you are, Rosie. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to just set this. Let me detach this. I can try to detach my thing and turn it into. Did I do it? I detached it. I feel better. I detached this and I turned it into a tablet. You got to be careful what you give your attention to, what you open yourself up to, because you can inadvertently be opening yourself up to the darkness, which may be masquerading around as the light, and you may not find yourself prepared for the challenges that are ahead. And I know we're not supposed to say challenges. It's like one of those taboo words. You don't say challenges. Um, we have 58 people watching, 20 thumbs up, 4 minutes and 5 seconds into the video. We have Richard D and Island Girl. I don't know what's happening with the comments. Maybe some people don't like to comment, because there are a lot of people who just watch and observe and they study people. There's nothing wrong with studying people. There's nothing wrong with being a You don't want to talk. There's a lot of people who don't talk. They probably don't know what to say. Probably don't. I'm just going to be honest with you. Be careful what you open yourself up to because it may not be lasting. It might be momentary. It might be fleeting. It might be a. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Okay, I'm not. I'm not going to say everything that I want to say. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody said, Gina, you need to quit talking. You need to quit talking. You shouldn't speak about the darkness, is what they said. You shouldn't speak about it. You're feeding it. Well, just because I'm speaking about the darkness doesn't mean I'm feeding it. Um, because I'm not. Good morning. I'm not. There's those who feed the darkness, and you can see that they're feeding the darkness because you can see the evidence of the darkness, fingerprints all over their life. Yeah, it's like that song. I see. I really apologize. I put this headphone on and I listen to things in the morning, and I know it's hard to hear. I really apologize for not having this down. Um, that's because you're disconnected, Gina. I'm connected now. I am connected now. You can see the evidence of the people who dwell in the darkness. You can. You can see it all over their life because it leaves its footprints. It leaves a trail behind it. So if I want to speak about, be careful that dark energy out there. There is a dark energy out there that is. It when I say dark, it's not a pessimistic energy. It's not just a little small energy. It's a heavy energy. It's a dark energy, and it dwells in the darkness. It dwells with the deep, dark, 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 dark that you do not want to engage with. You do not. You don't want to play in it. You don't want to entertain it. You don't want to give yourself over to it because it will take over you. The darkness has a way of taking over people who give it an inch. It literally puts itself into their life. My screen's a little bit. Hello and good morning. Um, yeah, just be careful, you all. Yeah, it's hard enough trying to navigate the this world that we live in. It is because it's getting harder to navigate because of everything that's happening, and people are changing. Life is changing. The world is changing, and a lot of people don't know how to take the change that is occurring. They don't. It's new, and it's hard to figure out, okay, well, what do I do now? Which way do I go now? You got to be led by the Spirit. You got to go inward. You got to look for inner guidance. You got to seek God or seek Jesus, seek wisdom, get good counsel. There's a lot of people who may take counsel from people who do not give good counsel, and they don't give the counsel that your spirit really needs. And you may find that out yourself. You may. um, that the counsel that you've been listening to, the wisdom that you've been seeking, it did not come for your higher good. Okay, it didn't. Only you know what's for your higher good within your being. Be very careful who you get wisdom from, who you get advice from, because they could lead you astray. Because that advice may come from a low vibrating frequency, and you would know if it's low vibrating by looking or feeling it and sensing it, and it will carry with it all of the attributes, all of the effects of what bad advice brings to people. If you get advice and you think, well, I don't know if that'd be good for me, and then you go ahead and you carry it out, you find out, well, that wasn't good advice for me because now look at me. Now look at my life because I listened. I knew I shouldn't have. I went against my better judgment. This is the day and age that we're living in. Good morning, everyone. You just tuning in. I am sitting here in front of this fire. Yesterday was like exhausting, was so exhausted, but that's okay. Today is a new day. I got a few things that I got to get done today also. Yeah. Good morning if you're just tuning in, and I don't feed the darkness. Please do not feed the darkness. Don't think of it if but it feels good. Well, I don't know. It probably does feel good, but it's just fleeting. It's just only it's like pleasure is just for a moment, just a moment in time, just for a little whatever. Um I'm not going to say the poem that entered my mind that I memorized from a long, long time ago. I'm not going to say it. Um, yeah, there is still a there's still a dark energy out there, and this dark energy it reminds me of that whatever his dark thoughts or something, whatever that thing was. I can't remember. Yeah, there's some kind of a Netflix thing on my husband's been watching something about three something, and it's like these aliens built a supercomputer, a quantum-like computer on another planet, and they shrunk it down and they sent it to Earth in order to communicate. I don't know if you all watched it or not. I'm not one to watch the TV and stuff. It's hard enough to have enough time to do everything in the day. It's nice to unwind, but yeah, there's something to all of this. And this eclipse that's coming, and whatever's happening up there, it's having an effect on people, and it's life changing. Oh, I just forgot. I forgot. Whatever's going to be happening is literally going to be life changing. Not for everybody, but for certain people who based on your zodiac and the degree in which it falls. It's life changing. It's Thursday through Monday with the eclipse, the moon, whenever the eclipse is too, is whatever's it's only going to be literally life changing for certain people. And it's supposed, I think it's supposed to be in a good way for some, but not in a good way for others. And it's still that Mercury retrograde. You may find yourself facing a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles. You may think, "Wow, this is so rough, and my electronics are going haywire. My electronics are not working." I'm still not going to upload the YouTube app on my new cell phone because it will not allow me to go live on it. It will only allow me to just upload a video. So I have to use my old iPhones to do that because of the whatever they've done. They can take control of your life. One should have a something and not so open to it something. How are you doing in the comment section? Because I can't really see the comments that well. I'm too close to my screen. We doing okay? I hope we are. Yeah, just be very careful to what you open yourself up to because what looks good, sees good, looks good, feels good, sounds good may not be all of that. It may end up being something totally different. Just use your intuition because you're probably going to see a lot of that going on also. People acting on impulse, and people may have really good intentions, but there is a dark energy out there that can manipulate your energy, especially if you have any of that dark energy that has slipped on the inside of you. Yeah, don't open yourself up to it. Don't. It may see in like an innocent energy, but just do not do it. It doesn't have its your best interest at heart. It has its best interest at heart, especially if you are of the light. I'm not going to say if you're of the light, there's no ounce of dark energy can get into you. Oh, there is a way. It can try to seep in and step its foot inside your life or something. It can. But you got to be aware when you see it coming. Just make sure you got your spiritual armor on. Make sure you got that white energy surrounding you and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to focus on the something positiveness. Yeah, you focus on the positiveness, and that way you're going to be balanced on the inside. Think of anything that is good. You're supposed to be focused on those things, but you got to be aware that the darkness is always out there lurking. It's lurking. It's searching. It's lurking. It wants companionship. The darkness does. The darkness wants to grow. And I've got to say, if you look at the world and the condition of the world that we live in, it's growing. It is growing. So is the light. It's growing too. They You can't have just one grow and not the other. It's like that yin and yang. It's like the opposite, the negative, the positive and the negative. It's got to They both got to grow. But you want to grow more in a good way on the inside of your being. You want to grow in the light. Be in the light, is what you want to do. Yeah, it is a beautiful fire. It feels nice. It feels like a balancing act holding my tablet with my hand because I don't have nothing set up right here. But it's okay. I can do it. I can do it for this live stream. I can put lipstick on. I can dance. I can let my hair grow out. And I used to have long hair. 90 90 for the majority of my life up until 2005, my hair was down to the middle of my back. It is long and it is brown and wavy or curly, not too curly. But I had long hair. And it is said that your hair is an extension, is like an antenna to the spiritual realm. Well, that's what they say. Is it or not? It probably is. Yes, it is. Somewhat. Somewhat. It's like Sansa and Delilah. But she thought if she cut his hair, he would lose his strength. His strength was in his hair. And he had to let his hair grow up according to that story after they did something to him. He fell in love with Delilah and her seductive ways. Samson and Delilah. Very strong person. Very, very strong person. You all don't give in to seductive energy. It popped in my head for a reason. Do not be seduced by looks and charm and stuff. Do not give in to it. That is beauty is fleeting, and some beauty is only skin deep. It's only skin deep, you all. And when you have beauty that's only skin deep, what else is beneath the surface? Okay, really. Not all that glitters is gold. It's not. Don't allow yourself to be seduced like Delilah seduced Samson. Don't And it's not just that, it's just the pleasures of this world that is put in front of all of us. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, I like nice new rings, a nice new home, and a nice fancy clothes, and all of that. That's all fine and dandy. I mean, it's good to have or go to the finest restaurants. It's good to have, food to eat, a shelter, roof over your head, and a job, money coming in, a vehicle to drive. It's all good. Okay, it's all good, but there is a time and place when that's not what it's all about. It's not what it's all about. It's really what's all it's about is like on the inside of you. Bang, right there. Right there. It's who you are on the inside that truly does matter. And it's the love on the inside of you. You got to love yourself enough to take care of that inner self within you. You really do. And help that inner you grow in a good way, not in a bad way. You see that fire is a raging fire, Gina. Boom. Somebody said something. I want to have whatever it is she's smoking. When I was doing a dancing video, I was dancing to the We Will Rock You. And I said, well, um, I'm not, I don't smoke that type of stuff, or whatever it is. The smoke that's coming from me is not that type of whatever. I don't know how I responded to no, I don't smoke that stuff. No desire to smoke that stuff, any of that stuff. But I got some smoke coming from me. I got a fire raging within me. A fire raging within me. I'm just like a lot of other people. No, we want the light. We want the flame within us to grow, and it's that white flame within us. The love. That's right. The light, that powerful light within us. This is a flame. This big flame. That's what we got growing on the inside of us. Um, and I want to be natural. You can tell when I'm not being myself. You can. I'm putting on like a front at times. I can put on a front, but that's not who I am. It's not who I am. And this is who I am. I'm all natural. Do I like to dance? Yeah, I like to dance and I like to sing. Sometimes when I dance, I want to make a point when I dance. So I'm gonna play the part and I'm gonna dance with determination in my spirit. I am. And if I had to put on clothes to make a point, I'll do it. But this is me at the core of my being. And it's not easy being vulnerable. It's not easy for some to speak from their heart because they're terrified. They may not want to open themselves up to people because when you are vulnerable, you're going to open yourself up to all kinds of attacks, all kinds of perceptions that are out there. People going to have a heyday with you. You go ahead and have a heyday with Gina. You go ahead. I'm not going to roll around in that hay with you either. Okay, I'm not. You want to have a heyday? This is the wrong person to roll around in the hay with. It is because if you look at the core of my being, when it comes right down to it, I'm literally it never fails. I lean toward my spiritual side. I do because it's the spiritual side in me that's going to sustain me while I'm on this earth. It's my soul connection with my Creator and my soul connection with those who are connected with the Creator. It is. This is a soul tribe. It's a spiritual connection that we have. How we doing here in the comments section? We doing great. Um, yeah, I'm not going to change for anyone. It's hard. It's really hard to try to change to, be who people want. Been there, done that. It doesn't. No, it's too uncomfortable. The older you get, to try to change to be somebody that you're not for somebody who wants you to. No, you can't do that. And you're going to feel really miserable trying to be something like that because it's just you can't be you. You cannot be you. And I don't know if there's very many people. Well, there's a lot of you all on here. I'd say 90% of the people on here, you're free to be you and you are you and you're not going to be nobody else but you. But there are those who feel that they got to change in order to be accepted by other. There's a lot of people who feel, well, if I don't do this, I'm not going to be accepted. Well, see that mirror thought that's coming out of your head, that's coming out of your mouth, if I don't be this way, then that means that you're not being your authentic self. That there is a self within you that is authentic and it's a loving, kind self. But you may be afraid that if I be this, people won't like me because I won't be all this outgoing. I won't have this persona that I be you. Be you, because that you're gonna draw those who are like you towards you when you put the looks aside, put that type of trying to be something else to be accepted, that don't get you far. It lets you down every single time. Be you. Be who you are on the inside. Be who you want to be. Don't if you've lived your whole life trying to put up a certain persona put a certain persona out there, you had to be tough, you had to be beautiful, you had to wear the finer things in life, you had to look the part, dress the part, and be the part, even though that part was not inside you. There was another something inside of you, but you just went along with it. You all, please, we're living in a day and age. You're going to have to get connected with the inner you, with the true you on the inside. And that true you knows that it doesn't have to be someone that it's not. It doesn't. It can be who it wants to be. You can be who you want to be, who you truly are on the inside. It requires a lot of vulnerability. It requires you to grow up spiritually. It does. You got to grow up spiritually on the inside, and it takes faith and it takes trust. You got to trust God enough. You got to trust that light within you, that love within you to see you through because you'll go through a period of darkness. You will. And once you make it through, you'll find your strength. You'll find a greater strength than what you have had trying to be someone that you're not. You'll find a much greater strength and you'll be able to stand in that strength with dignity and with honor and in love. And you'll connect to those who are like minded, who are already there and who are making their way there. You will. Um, I'm gonna go. My arm's getting tired. It's kind of getting tired of holding this laptop. Now I got both my arms prepped on my legs, prepped on my knees like this. Yeah, we got to get connected with who we are on the inside, truly. And there are those who don't like happy people. There are those who don't like loving people, peaceful people, quiet people, sensitive people. They they don't like people like that because they can't figure them out. They can't figure them out. That's how it needs to be. You'll never figure us out because you're not one of us. You're not one of us. When I say one of us, you don't have on the inside of you what we have. If if you're the individuals who want people to fit into a certain pattern, see, when you want people to fit into a certain pattern, you know what that pattern is like because it's like all the other patterns, you got it down pat. But when you can't figure the quiet people out, the peaceful people out, the loving people out, the reserved people, the sensitive people, the ones that keep to themselves, when you can't figure them out, it drives you crazy. Well, it's going to have to drive you crazy because you won't be able to figure out because the light will always be one step in front of you. The spiritual realm will always be one step or two or three or four steps in front of you, always ahead, clearing the way. Your way's going to be cleared if you're watching this right now. If you are thinking, I don't know how to go forward, there's obstacles in my way, I'm here to tell you right now, the way is being cleared. You got this flame. You see the flame behind me? How am I going to get this flame behind me? That flame is also on the inside of you. You got an internal flame leading you in front of you. You know, like a fire by night in the sky that led out the Israelites. That fire, the big bright light. That's what's leading you out of this darkness in the dark times of your life. It's in front of you. It's leading the way. That way you can get those obstacles out of the way, or the obstacles will be removed from you. It's the fire. You're part of that flame, that eternal flame that's inside of you is going before you, clearing the way in this dark era of your life. Whoever that's for, it's literally just like it did years ago in the biblical account, cloud by day and a fire by night. It's still here because it's eternal. It never went away. So the way is being lit for you to go. Whoever this is for, I wasn't even expecting, the way is being lit for you to go. And it's the eternal flame. And you must follow it. And you'll feel it in your spirit. You're being guided in your spirit. Follow it. Follow the light. Follow the eternal flame that has went before you. You have to follow it by listening to your intuition that is on the inside of you, and tune out the other things that are telling you, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. They're telling you that because they don't want the light. They don't want that fire leading you out of the darkest night that you're in, the darkness that you're in. You may have people in your life that are telling you, do not do that. Had the Israelites not followed it at night, they wouldn't have made it out. And you can look at this from a spiritual point of view. They were led out of the darkness in the darkest of night. So this is a message to you. Tune out. Whoever this is for, tune out to those who are clouding your judgment. Tune them out. If that you on the inside, that spiritual you on the inside is wanting to go forward, wanting the path cleared because you just know it deep down within, but yet you have outward interference that is stopping you from it. That's what it's going to do. That's why it's there, to try to stop you to get to following your true life's purpose. It's going to show up. It's going to show up and do everything within its power to keep you from being on the path that you want to be, to keep you walking in that darkness. The way is being lit in front of you, and you feel it within your being. There is an eternal flame inside of you, and you're connected to the greater eternal flame. How am I going to get it? The greater flame is right there. How am I going to get this? Right there. That you're part of the eternal flame right here. It's leading the way. And you got to listen to your intuition. You got to listen to the Holy Spirit. Tune out the voices that you're listening to. Do not take the advice of the darkness. The darkness does not want you to grow. It does not want you to evolve. It wants to keep you in it. So it's got messengers on this earth. The darkness has messengers of darkness on this earth to cloud your judgment, to keep you in that cycle going around and around and around again, and never ever having any change in your life. This listen, this is for you. You're part of the eternal flame. This flame right here behind me. I can't even adjust this. You're part of it. It's leading the way. It's lighting the way. So I'm going to go. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And thank you for those who have subscribed. And thank you to those who have joined. And please consider giving this video a thumbs up. I know the thumbs up don't work at times, but please give the thumbs up so this message can get out. I don't know. The darkness is out there trying to stop me on my life's path too. You think I'm going to let my judgment be clouded? You think I'm going to listen to opinions that are not for my higher good when I know what's on the inside of me that needs to grow? I'm not going to listen to the darkness. I'm not. I'm going to grow. I'm going to I'm part of that eternal flame just like you. So it's trying to stop me too, and it has throughout my whole life. You'll see it throughout your whole life. If you look back on your life, you'll see instances in your life where the darkness has come, symbolically speaking, and hindered your growth, hindered your walk when you listen to it. And it comes through many different ways. It leads you astray, leads you down the wrong path. You see what happens when you go down the wrong path. Your life gets messed up. It does. Your thinking is clouded. You can't think straight. But once you start thinking straight and follow the the light from the eternal flame within you, the way starts getting cleared, and your spiritual vision becomes clearer. The path in front of you becomes clearer. I'm going to go. So, with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Don't forget to hit that like button. Love you. And thank you for your comments and thank you for listening.